The hardware, whether wetware or software, is merely the platform for the all-important pattern. But it is precisely this unspoken assumption that Sir Roger Penrose challenges. He argues that by dismissing the quantum world as irrelevant noise, we may be throwing out the most critical piece of the puzzle. What if the brain is not a classical computer at all? What if it is, instead, a quantum computer, harnessing the strange logic of superposition and collapse to achieve something that no classical machine ever could? This question marks the dramatic departure from the mainstream. It suggests that to understand the mind, we must look beyond the elegant logic of information and face the deep, unresolved mysteries at the very foundation of physics itself. The journey into the quantum mind begins not in a biology lab, but in the abstract realm of pure mathematics. It starts with Sir Roger Penrose, a figure whose work on black holes and the structure of space-time earned him a Nobel Prize. Penrose's skepticism about the computational theory of mind stems from a deep conviction that human understanding operates in a way that transcends formal algorithms. He points to Gödel's incompleteness theorems, which prove that in any sufficiently complex mathematical system, there will always be true statements that cannot be proven within that system's own rules. Yet, human mathematicians can often perceive the truth of these unprovable statements through a flash of insight or understanding. This, for Penrose, is a critical clue. He argues that this ability to see mathematical truth beyond the confines of a formal system suggests that the human mind is not itself a formal system. If the brain were just a computer running an algorithm, it would be bound by the same Gödelian limits as any other machine. It would have its own set of unprovable truths that it could never access. But our capacity for genuine, flexible understanding points to something more. Penrose concludes that whatever consciousness is, it must be non-computable. It must harness some physical process that cannot be simulated by a standard digital computer, no matter how powerful. This is a bold and profound claim, as it seeks to place the mind outside the entire framework of modern computation. This objection fundamentally reframes the problem. Instead of asking what kind of computation creates consciousness, Penrose asks, what physical process in the universe is non-computable, and could the brain be using it? The answer, he believes, lies in the most mysterious and poorly understood corner of physics, the intersection of quantum mechanics and gravity. He proposes that the very act of consciousness is tied to the process by which the fuzzy, probabilistic world of quantum possibilities collapses into the single, concrete reality we experience. This isn't just a philosophical preference. It's a search for a physical mechanism that could explain the unique, non-algorithmic nature of human thought. This line of reasoning places Penrose at odds with the vast majority of neuroscientists and AI researchers. It suggests that the quest to build a conscious machine by simply writing more complex software is doomed to fail. If he is right, no algorithm, no matter how sophisticated, can ever achieve genuine understanding because it is playing a different game entirely. The brain isn't just processing information, it is tapping into the fundamental process of physical reality's creation. The search for consciousness, then, must leave the world of pure information and venture into the strange physical machinery operating at the quantum scale within our own neurons.